Welcome back, guys. So this is going to be the recap of the episode with Club World Championship that we played with Juventus. Well, that wasn't a successful stint because we lost we lost the battle for the third place, and also, well, we lost in semis as well. But I made the mistakes because I didn't register enough players. And also a lot of injuries and suspensions happened, so that downfall is on me. So it's not the player's fault, it's pure my own fault. I don't think that any manager is ever saying that they did something horrible, but yeah, it's going to be the first. I'm saying I made a mistake and the results are purely mine. So, without further ado, let's jump into the episode. As you can see from here, it's the start of the new season, and the first match is going to be against the newcomer Benevento, and it's going to be a away match. I'm going to show you the transfer window, how it happened so far. So Xavi Simons was the first signee for the free, as well as the Kylian Mbappe. This guy was the guy who was always in our club, but he could not be registered, and he's now our player as well. Karim Konate also came, but he's loaned out. This guy is the wonder kid that we got for free, so we have that going. Lorenzo Luca is also purchased. Alex Meret is the one signee that we got this season. These two are the wonder kids. This guy is the next, well, probably the next Martin Odegaard. I'm hoping that he's going to develop like that. And this guy was, well, our scouts lied on this guy. They said that he's going to be 4.5 star goalkeeper. Right now he's 3-star goalkeeper, but well, he's not that expensive, so that's not a big problem. For the clubs, for the leavings, well, this was already placed before the start of the season. Piazza is the one who leave us for 2 million. Nicolo Kudik is also sold to Salernitana. Yad Locerpo, or also to Empoli. Most of the players that never played for us were sold in this season. Well, in the last season, the player that got sold was Bernardeschi at the end of the season, so that is the major leaving on our part. Right now, we have a lot of players who are loaned out with option to buy. So, for instance, Oscar Romero is loaned out. Hans Nicolas Cavaglia is loaned out. Matthias Perin is loaned out as well, but he's not in option to buy. Also, a lot of people left us for free as well. Where is it? Anquan Chon is also loaned out with option to buy. Leonardo Fernandez is loaned out to Parma without option to buy. But yeah, so a lot of players are out and a lot of stuff is happening. So still, the players that are going to transfer in is, well, this is the thing that I bottle it again. There is a clause with Chiesa. If he plays 46 appearances, he's going to be 40 million. Well, I didn't saw that clause until the very end, and I bottle it. Now I need to pay 60 million in front, 80 million total in 1 year. So now I need to suffer for my mistakes, and I need to buy Chiesa again in the club. So that is a big problem, big bottling from my account as well. So This is also a wonder kid from Turkey, so I'm interested to see how he's going to develop as well. So those are the players that are going to be in. Well, these are the pre-arranged transfers, so the only major transfer that we are going to do beside free Mbappe is going to be Federico Chiesa. And the players who are going to be out are, I'm trying to get Caio Jorge to Pro Vercelli because Pro Vercelli is in Serie B, and I will try to do a lot of players transfer to them in Serie B. This guy, Oriano Tedesco, is the region that we got, and I'm thinking that he's going to be an excellent playmaker, but everyone is trying to get the piece of this guy, and I'm not going to let him out of the club anytime soon. Also, Elias Solberg is another player that is also in high market value, but I'm going to stick with him. I'm try to develop him. So our squad, as you can see, is comprised of youth players and experienced players in defense, but most of it is youth players. So we have Merit as the backup goalkeeper and Daniel Naumov as a third option as well, and Szczesny is our primary goalkeeper. Obviously, Chiellini, Bonucci are there to be our dominant center backs, but they are going to train Della Mura and Cabroni, Rossi and Wisdom May as well. So I'm hoping they can develop them. Also, we have Arthur is the next one who I'm going to upload this season. He's not that good for me. We didn't sign Morata, we let him go as well, so that is going on. Adam Hložek, I'm still wondering if I'm going to stick with him or I will loan him out as well this season, because on that position I have Keane, I have Mbappe, and I have Piccoli and Stadlas, and those are the four strikers that are going to be my primary strikers. And if, well, when Chiesa comes back to the club, Munir is going to also be a striker as well. So I think I will loan out, when Chiesa comes, I will loan out Hložek to another team in Serie A or Serie B, who knows, as well. So Karim Adeyemi is going to be back from the injury as well, and we have a lot of young players in the team. Nicolo Farioli, this is the guy that I also want to develop as a playmaker. Nicolo Ravella is the guy that I'm going to develop as a box-to-box midfielder. So that is what we are going to do. Enzo Barrenechea is also the guy that I want to develop as a playmaker, but injuries cut his development, so he's going to be maybe a decent backup. So that is what is going to be with him. But yeah, I'm going to try to develop as much as I can from the players that I have. I have a lot of youngsters that are in my team, and it's a good thing because of the Champions League rules that we have, and it's going to be a lot easier for me to register players this season for the Champions League. But without any other interruptions, we are going to see the results of the World Cup with Juve. So the group stage is not that important because we played two matches against Al Ahly and Flamengo. As you can see, it was 4-1 for us against Al Ahly, 2-0 against Flamengo, and well, then we played quarterfinals with PSG. We beat them 2-0. We surprised them in that match because I played with 3 in the back, 4 in the midfield, and 3 in the front. And then we had the match against Chelsea. Same formation as against PSG, but the problem was that already we didn't have enough players to play. Look at this. This is the whole squad. And these are the complete players that could play for us in this match. And look when we conceded a goal. It was in the end of the match, we lost the final. So, the key highlights, well, they weren't any that much. So we lost because of that. Also, the same formation we played against United in the battle for the third spot. But yeah, this is the, I think this is the chance in the first half that Chelsea had. Look how Pulisic and Chilwell, then Thiago Silva and Mendy, Rudiger, then back to Mendy again, Thiago Silva, Mendy, long ball it, then Danilo collects that ball, to Bentancur, Locatelli, Rudiger, Harvitz finds Lukaku, and he lobbed the entire goal. So that was the first chance. Now again the second chance, Lukaku, again he strikes it enormously high. This was the third chance in the first half. Well, Chelsea was obviously the better side. Now in the second half, we started good, then it went all horribly wrong. Chelsea were the dominant side, and always Lukaku was the one who is in the cutting behind my defenders. So he's lurking always for that long ball. Look how, well, Chiellini missed that ball and Lukaku had the chance, but Chiellini miraculously saves it. And this is when we conceded the goal for the last match. Sadly. Look at this. Jorginho, Zajeb, into the space, Lukaku runs it, and perfect. That's it. We didn't have any chance of winning this semi-final. So the same result happened against United in the third place playoff. Same formation, but this time we had this guy, and this guy who were, well, those are the virtual players that you can get. And it also was the one goal in 69 minutes, so it wasn't at the end of the match. But yeah, again, close call. And as I said from the intro, it's my mistake. This is purely on me, and that is why we didn't win the Club World Champion and Chelsea win it second time in the row. So that's totally my fault, none of the players. But yeah, next time I will learn. I can have 33 players and I will learn how to get those 23 players, sorry, into the squad mix. But one thing that I want to tell you, I lost 2 players in transfer market that I wanted. One was Jules, City took it from me for free, and the other one is, well, I will show you after this match. The other one was from Azi Alkmaar, young fullback. This was the best chance that we could score on this match. We had a lot of chances. We were better than in the match against Chelsea, but yeah, the result didn't come. Look at this. Too many chances we had in the first half. Too many chances, but none were converted. Sadly. It's sad. We could even be third, but well, right now in the world most dominant club. This was the I simply cannot fathom how he missed. He was off the form in those two matches, off the form, and this is the goal that we conceded. Look at this. Ricardo Horta again, like against Chelsea. Cavani swooped behind my goalkeepers, my center backs, and they scored on us. Again, we had the time to equalize, but we were unlucky. Also, the Light played with injury. A lot of players were out. Keane again punting the ball like he's practicing for the NFL after his career at the football ends. And then this as well, and United deserved the winner. We were mostly unlucky in this match. Against Chelsea they were better, but in this match we were unlucky, and that's it. So let me show you the player that got away from us, and it's Owen Winsdal. It was 20 million, and well, he chose Arsenal. Well, I don't blame him, because right now if you go to the Europe section and see, where is it, Europe and national club coefficient, you can see that Italy, even though I won the Champions League, we were third. So still at the top of the divisions are England, Spain, then us. So maybe in couple of seasons Serie A is going to be as tough as Premier League and Spanish League as well, but yeah, the most of the money and everything is still in the Premier League, so that is what it is. As you can, if you can go to the transfers and see, look at this. Right now the clubs that are spending more money are, look at this, City, Chelsea, Tottenham, then comes Benfica, then comes Bayern, Inter, Newcastle, Bayern again, Roma. But most of the clubs that are spending money are the clubs from Premier League. Look, City bought two guys for 100 million, and PSG also bought two guys for 100 million as well, and I will bought one guy for 100 million, so go figures. But yeah, that's it guys. Thank you for watching this session. We're going to see each other in the next episode. Like, share, subscribe, it helps me a lot. And well, we are going to see each other when I finish those 3 matches for the first start of the season. Well, we're going to cover 2 derbies, Derby de Mola and Derby d'Italia. So that is going to be that, and see you next time. Bye bye guys.